Hi everyone, my name is James Brown. I'm the volunteer podcast technician for Bethel Church Penticton. In this tutorial, you will learn how to normalize a recently recorded live sermon audio. Let's go to the tutorial right now. There's a very important thing I need to point out to you folks. Now, start and end of selection, you leave alone, audio position, you leave alone. Leave the snap to off. That is quite all right. It's the project rate you need to be concerned about. The project rate needs to be set at 44,100 Hertz. And again, I repeat, the project rate must be set at 44,100 Hertz. That's CD quality. If you see that the project rate is higher or lower than that, then you have to change it to 44,100 Hertz by clicking on the drop down arrow or changing it by clicking inside the project rate box, and it'll be highlighted for you, and you just type 44,100. Then you're all set. DVD quality is 48,000 Hertz. You don't want that. Just remember, CD quality is 44,100 Hertz. Now to the subject of this tutorial, normalizing the audio sermon that has just been recorded. So we're going to go up to Select. We're going to click on it and click All. And it will have selected everything for you. The next step is you go to Effect with your mouse pointer, click, and you go to Normalize. And it takes you to this box. Now, remove DC, offset, and normalize amplitude to whatever it says decibels. That's what dB stands for. You leave those checked. Normalize stereo channels independently, you leave unchecked. The only two buttons you need to use are Preview and OK. And only use Cancel if you feel that you made a mistake. So what we're going to do next is we're going to click Preview. And that little window comes up. And if you're satisfied with it, you click OK. And that's all there is to it. The last thing I need to show you is you have to export it, because this raw sermon audio file, it has not been saved yet. So we're going to go into File, where we are now. Please do not use Save Project as or Save Project unless you're asked to, because it will add the associated files and folders associated with the Audacity Project file or .aup. So we go to File, Export, and I would like everybody to use the shortcuts and because the old way was export audio. You can still do that, but I have to advise you then that you have to change the save as type if it's not the correct format. So when you go to export as WAV, that's what we're going to do. It just saves you from doing that step. So it takes you up to this screen. So I'm going to call it this one because this is a sample file. So what you normally do in this case, like next week's sermon will be the file name would be 18.07.22, the .wave. On the Mac, you have to type the .wave, otherwise it has a problem trying to export it. We don't want that to happen. So what you do, this will be on a Mac computer, not a Windows computer. You'd have to go into either desktop or documents recordings. If it's not there, then you'll have to. If it's on, it'll probably be on your left-hand side. You'll find a shortcut called Recordings. Just click Recordings. That's 3 ways of doing that same step. But that's okay. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Make sure that save as type is Wave Microsoft Sign 16-bit PCM. PCM stands for PC Media. That's a very important one that I need to point out to you folks. And then, because it's in the wrong spot, I'm going to put my sample one where it's supposed to go. So there we are there. So in Finder, you'll go to desktop or documents, doesn't matter, and then recordings. And that's where I want you to put the original sermon WAV files is in recordings. So once you've done that, then you click Save. And it'll come up with this. Just click OK. And this is your metadata tag information. This is basically strictly for copyright purposes. Because we're not selling this CDs to the public, we don't need to worry about the metadata information. It's just strictly for copyright purposes. So we'll just click OK for now. Let it export to WAV. And normally it'll come up with a window if the file is bigger than it is. Because this file is small enough, it usually exports pretty quickly. So if you don't see that, don't panic. That just means it's already exported it. So the last step is to go to File, Close. The shortcut for the Mac is Command W. That's Command W. And it'll come up with this little thing. Do not click yes unless you're asked to. Because like I said earlier in this video, the files associated with the in folders associated with the .aup file extension, that's Audacity Project file, will end up on the hard drive, and you'll get up to and or over a gigabyte in size. So we're going to click no. This way you will have your original sermon WAV file intact without an added Audacity project file. Hi, we're back. If you need to rewind this video for any reason, please do so. Otherwise, I'll leave you with my email address. That's jameshcb23@gmail.com. That's jameshcb23@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.